Hey guys, press the bell icon and never miss a video from Aola DIY. Hey guys, so today I'll be teaching you all how to do acrylic pouring for a dummy by a dummy, and there are tons of failures and some successes, and I really hope you guys will enjoy this video. So let's get started. First thing first, I'm gonna make my pouring medium, and I made this by mixing equal part of water and some white school glue. I'm using Elmer's school glue, which I found in Target. I'm going to mix them properly, give it a nice shake and mark my bottle as Fevicol plus water. I'm using these premium acrylic paints from Arteza. To make my paint flowy, I will be adding paint, Fevicol and water and Floetrol in a plastic cup. And I don't have a specific ratio for this because I'm a dummy, guys. So you will see me that I'm going to be adding Floetrol while I'm pouring it because I realized that the consistency was too thick. I think the proper consistency would be something like of a buttermilk. Floetrol is really good, like it really comes in handy. Initially, the first few failures which I made using Fevicol and water, and that really didn't do the trick. So what I'm doing here is that I'm mixing my paint, adding some white color to my blue so that I get a nice sky blue color. Once my base color is ready, I'm going to add some more colors to it, different colors, such that I get different results by mixing them. So here you see that I get a very rich blue color, and similarly I'm going to make some purple color. Acrylic pouring is such an addictive form of art. I really enjoy doing it. Like, I think probably in a month or two, I'll have more than 100 canvases on which I would have done this pouring. It's so simple, so easy, and every time it produces such beautiful and unique results. So, I have two colors ready here with me. I'm gonna go ahead and mix some more colors and make some different shades with this particular base color. Make sure you use good amount of Floetrol and Fevicol water with every color which you're gonna mix. They act as a very nice binding medium for your canvas, and Floetrol will basically give a fluidity to your paint such that it flows properly on your canvas. I like adding golden color to my canvas, so I'm mixing some golden acrylic paint with some Floetrol. It adds a very pretty look to all the canvases. I discovered this while doing my failure canvases, which you guys gonna see in the end of the video. Ting, ting, ting. Here comes my favorite part, which is pouring. I really enjoy this part. I feel like a kid when I'm doing it. So here you'll see that I've put 4 plastic cups such that my canvas is elevated and the paint can flow from both the sides. And I've taken this base as a, like, this base is basically a baking tray, a cover of a baking tray on which I'm gonna be doing all my acrylic pouring such that my desk remains stain free. I'm using some silicone oil so that I can generate cells while I'm pouring. So what you're going to do is that you're going to pour this silicone oil into all your paints. Stir all of them nicely. Stirring and not stirring plays a lot of difference while you're pouring. So if you stir them nicely, you're going to get small cells. If you won't stir them, you're going to get big cells. First thing first, I'm going to pour some white paint, and using an ice cream stick or a craft stick, I'm going to spread the white paint. It acts like a primer, and I have realized that it produces beautiful result. Now I'll start pouring. So in the first pour, I'm going to just pour my colors randomly across my canvas. There's no right or wrong when you're doing acrylic pouring. Once I'm satisfied with the colors which are there on the canvas, I'm gonna just tilt my canvas in all the directions such that all my color flows from the side and it creates a nice effect. While I was creating it, I realized that I want to add more colors to it. So I added some more colors with some Floetrol in it so that the color flows properly. And as I'm going, I'm also adding some more silicone oil to it. My canvas looks pretty promising, but I felt that something is still missing, so I decided to add more color to it with some more oil in it. This canvas is now finally ready and I'm gonna set it apart to dry. Given that I've used so much of paint, it took 3 days to dry completely. Let's move on to the next pour in which we're gonna be using some metallic paints. This pour was my favorite, the result was the prettiest, and in the end you'll see me that I'm adding details to this particular canvas once it was dry. I've added some more floetrol and some more silicone oil because I realized in my previous canvas the cells were not forming properly. Floetrol really does the magic. In my first attempt, which I'll show you in the end of the video, I did add floetrol and the paint was not flowing properly. Floetrol actually helps in increasing the viscosity of the fluid, I think if that's the correct scientific term. And I think I'm done preparing my paint and now I'm gonna do the pouring part. For this particular pour, I decided to do the dirty cup technique. I took a big plastic cup and in that I added some white color and some silicone oil. I'm so sorry that part got missed. And after that, I'm gonna add color to this cup from the side. Once I'm satisfied with all the colors in my cup, I'm gonna mix some white paint which will act as a base for this particular canvas. Is ready for dirty pour. I'll be taking some white paint and add it all over my canvas. I'll spread it using a craft stick. After that, I'm gonna do the best part, which is dirty pouring. Before doing that, I added some more silicone oil to my cup so that I can see some cells forming. And in this one, guys, you'll actually see that the cells are forming. So I've taken my cup and I've poured it from the side all over my canvas. Adding some more gold detailing to it, and the colors in this particular canvas looks absolutely stunning. They remind me of a beach and they flow very properly on the side because I've used good amount of floetrol on this canvas. I'm gonna tilt it all the way in all the directions such that my paint flows on the side of the canvas. My canvas looks ready and now I'm gonna set it dry. For my third and last pour of the day, I decided to use all the color which was left because I didn't want it to waste it. I took the same cup, added some white color, and using Floetrol and Fevicol mix, I'm adding rest of the colors in the same cup. This actually gave me a lot of satisfaction because in reality I was not wasting a single color. This particular blue I felt was very light, so I mixed it up with some dark color, added some more Floetrol to it such that it became flowy, and I prepared my cup for blind dirty pouring technique. This was again super fun. I added tons of silicone oil which gave me beautiful cells on my canvas, which I'll show you guys once it is ready. Similar process, I added some white color on my canvas, used an ice cream stick to prime the surface. This is very important, guys. And then put my cup and just used my cup to spread the paint around. And now here you'll see that this one came out to be perfect in terms of flow because I added a lot of Floetrol to it. And you'll also see that there are clear visible cells in this particular canvas. I had let my canvas set to dry. You can see how beautiful it looks. There are beautiful cells. And now in order to add some detailing to it, I'm going to be using some fabric liner. I'm not using a marker because I wanted for my canvas to have a very nice 3D effect. So that's why I decided to use some fabric liner. And given that this is canvas, the liner perfectly clinged onto my canvas. In order to give my canvas some more detailing, I decided to add some glass chunks on it, and I was able to find these glass chunks in Michaels, as well as this particular glass gel I was able to find in my local craft store. I added these glass chunks very carefully on my canvas, and they add that whole crystal look to it, which kind of completes the look. Remember, I told you guys that this is one of my favorite canvases and I'm gonna add a lot of detailing to it. So this is what I was talking about initially in the video. You can see all the beautiful cells which have formed in the canvas. Now let's have a look at some of the finished canvases. So this is the second one which we did today in the video. It has beautiful cells and you can see all the colors, they have flowed so nicely. Here is another one which we did, and this was I think the first one which we did in this video. And here now I have the first ever acrylic pouring canvas which I did, and I don't think it's bad for the first time. Let me know in the comment section below how all these canvases look. Now, as promised, let's see all the failure canvases which I did. And in this one, I forgot to put right amount of water. So I'm adding water after the color has been poured onto the canvas, and it was super fun. And this was again the first ever acrylic pouring which I did in my life. Uh, I really enjoyed making this one, and this one is very special to me. Let's move on to the next one, and I think this one is the ugliest. I don't know what I did. The color combination was so off. I just randomly added everything without thinking that how the composition would look, and I was definitely not satisfied with what I made in this one. Now here is last one from my series Acrylic Pouring for Dummies, and from a dummy. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the process of me making these canvases. I can't give the exact composition of paint to water and Floetrol because it completely depends upon the paint, like which company are you buying it from and which kind of paint it is. Some paint requires a lot of Floetrol, some don't. And I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little different from what I usually do, and I'm trying to expand my art like my art genre by trying out different things. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of different stuff on my YouTube. In case you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day, guys.